Well, speaking of animals or God's creation that we didn't notice often.
What?
So when we went on the cable cars and we went to Purple Island, we noticed a very oddity.
What?
No. Welcome, beautiful people, to the Lost and Local podcast. We're Adam,
And Hannah.
two Korean citizens who grew up abroad and are now figuring out life.
Join us as we share stories and our honest perspective on what it means to be lost and local.
Indeed, lost is Hannah, local is me. So when you see this episode, for sure, Hannah will not be in Korea.
We've said this like 4 times.
I know, but I just can't get over it because it hasn't happened yet. You know,
I see.
like
Yeah.
it just hasn't
We're
happened,
anticipating.
and I just I'm in like denial.
Oh.
Anyways, because we're a little tired tonight, we usually record our episodes around 2 p.m.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what time it is. What time is it?
9 p.m.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, 9 p.m. So anyways, a little icebreaker. What is the most memorable accommodation you stayed while traveling in, specifically, we'll say Korea?
Yeah. Okay, so in my early 20s, I visited Korea and my friend lives in Daegu and we're like, what's the middle point? So we chose Jeonju, which is kind of known to be like a traditional. They're like all about the traditional life in Korea. It's very touristy, but like Koreans also go there for like touristy stuff. That's where I wore hanbok and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So while we were staying there, my friend booked us a hanok. So that's like the traditional Korean buildings.
Oh.
Yeah, and like
I've never done this.
well, it's so
Do tell.
nice. It's
Do
so
tell.
nice, but the ondor, the floor heating was so strong
Oh.
that I
okay.
almost burned my whole back.
Really?
It was way too hot.
Wait, what
So-
time of year was this?
It was in the winter.
Oh, okay.
So at first it felt really nice and we were like,
yeah.
oh, this is so nice. And we fell asleep. And then I kept waking up because I was like, it's
Wait,
like
did they
burning
not have
in
like
here.
the adjustment that you could turn down on your own?
Maybe
not.
I don't remember. I don't
Okay.
think we could manipulate it
Oh.
because it's like the whole building
yeah,
shares
okay.
one floor heating
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, and if older people are setting the floor temperature, it's got to be pretty warm.
It was really warm, but it was really nice. Like everything's wooden, like it feels
Yeah.
really like one with nature. I like sleeping on the ground. I don't mind it.
Okay.
So we were on like bed rolls on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
I definitely want to try that. It sounds really fun.
Yeah.
But I don't like sleeping on the ground
Oh,
because that's just the bugs have more access to you.
they burn. The
Oh,
floor
that's
heating
true.
burns.
Yeah. Just burn them off, and then they'll be like, hot. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did they like feed you? Like, was it like the typical westernized bed and breakfast? Did they give you morning breakfast and stuff there, or did you just do your own thing?
It was a continental breakfast. So we had toast and
Okay.
jam.
Well, they gave you something.
They gave us something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the building, the architecture was really nice. I
Oh.
enjoyed it.
It's like you get to live what it would have been like
Back
if you
in the
were back in
day.
the day. That's
Back
cool.
in the day. Yeah.
That makes me kind of want to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
You should do it.
traveling on video and show what it's like.
Yeah.
That would be a good inspiration for me to finally get a video out. Okay, cool.
What
Cool.
about you?
Yeah, so I thought pretty deep and hard about this one. We've stayed at a lot of places, but for some reason, because I will never forget this place. So we had just come to Korea in 2018. So this was probably the winter of 2018 or probably after Christmas, but it was still cold. And we were trying to save money. Everything was new to us. And so we stayed at one of those places called the Love Hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But there are some love hotels that you can rent it by the hour. But they also give the option to rent it the whole night. So Hyojin being she's trying to look up quirky love hotels. So there was one that had a jacuzzi in the middle of the room.
Oh.
So we get there and there's a jacuzzi in the middle of the room. The bed has a TV that is angled from the ceiling.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we were flipping the channels and it had some adult entertainment. I was like, whoa, this really is a love hotel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I will never forget. So we ended up actually watching Netflix that night. They had Netflix and we ended up watching Kingdom.
Ooh, love that series.
The zombie 17th century thing. But I'll never forget that night. Hyojin had to go to the restroom and we had used the jacuzzi earlier. So little did we know that some of the water splashed out and they had marble floors.
Oh no.
So Hyojin's walking over to the bathroom. She didn't realize it was still wet there. And all of a sudden I hear this really loud thump.
Oh no.
And she really hurt herself. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, if all she had to do was just hit her head on that marble floor and it would have been like, we're going to the hospital.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I still don't forget. I'll never forget that place because,
gosh.
yeah. And like, who builds a jacuzzi in the middle of the room with marble floors, you know?
Oh my God.
But
she was okay?
Yeah, she was okay. But I was like, oh my gosh, babe, you could have really cracked your head really badly.
Really badly.
So now I'm like, okay, we can't stay at places like this.
Was it in the winter or the summer?
It was the winter time.
Oh, okay.
So like it was like a novelty. Oh, let's stay in a jacuzzi in the wintertime. It's gonna feel so nice.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because if that was the summer, that's where all the mosquitoes are.
Oh yeah, this was wintertime for sure.
Are multiplying.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll never forget that place because of that jacuzzi and that marble floor and her almost cracking her head.
That's
to this day,
terrifying.
we still never forget it. But yeah, that was a memorable one. We've stayed
Very
at much
memorable.
nicer places. Not that we're like too haughty for love hotels, but we haven't stayed at a love hotel in a hot minute.
Yeah.
Because we got travel credit cards and a lot of those places that they want you to use with travel credit cards are way too uppity for love hotels.
Yeah.
And so we're like, okay, I guess we've graduated past love hotels. And it sounds like it's kind of like a dangerous thing for us to go to. But yeah, that was very memorable. I'll never forget it.
Wow. What a story.
So we did something interesting. My wife and I and another friend, along with Hannah, we took a little trip to kind of commemorate our last like time that we can spend with Hannah. So where did we end up going to?
We went to Mokpo.
Yeah. It's on the southern west
Yes. Coast.
of,
Yes.
yeah, and we got to see the sunset on the west coast. So if you're on the east coast, you see the sunrise, but we got to see the sunset.
Yeah.
So as we continue this Mokpo podcast, I will say, I know some of you do watch it on, not watch it, but listen to it. We have a pretty avid Spotify listener base, but you're going to get the best opportunity to kind of see what we're talking about. I'm going to throw some photos and maybe a couple of B-roll videos of what we're talking about as we go through this podcast. So this one will take a little bit extra work for me, but we wanted to kind of give you some visualization of what we're talking about as the podcast goes on. So we thought it'd be really cool to talk about
our trip,
traveling to a different city. And that's one of the benefits of Korea is that every city seems to have its own character.
I would kind of push back.
Oh.
I feel like Korea's kind of similar. Because I'm thinking of how big the US is. Like things you see in Arizona, you would not see in Boston, you would not see in Florida. But Korea's tiny.
But each city, a lot of cities do specialize in certain type of
That's
foods.
true. That's true.
That you're not going to get in Seoul.
Well, you can, but it's not as fresh.
Yeah. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So.
But it's like called 특산물, like the local specialty. And Mokpo's specialty is it octopus or squid? What's nakji?
Because it's a
nakji.
coastal city, they're going to generally specialize in seafood, some sort of seafood.
Oh, it's an octopus. Okay.
So you and my wife, you guys ate live octopus.
We did.
Was it moving?
Yes.
Oh.
Check out the footage.
Okay. I actually have not even seen the footage yet.
Oh.
But okay,
They
interesting.
were all wiggly and squiggly, and Hyojin was telling me stories of how she would go fishing growing up in Oregon and like clamming and all of the, and she's like, oh, like I really wanted to eat it because it seems so fresh. And I was like, I could never farm or like fish my own things and like eat it. I would get weirded out. But then I didn't get weirded out by how wriggly the octopus legs were. So,
but you've eaten live octopus before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I'm contradicting myself. Like, I'm like, it's cruel. But then when I see how fresh it is, I'm like, oh, yum.
I think that you're supposed to make sure you chew it really well so that the tentacles don't stick on the inside of your throat.
Yeah, which it can do.
Because that could be kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, so hopefully you guys chew.
But
obviously you
I
chewed
just
well.
drown it in sesame oil and then it can't move.
So then it's basically just a chewy sesame oil.
Yes.
flavor.
Yes.
Because it really doesn't have that much of a distinct taste, right?
Yeah. But it's very chewy. I like it for the texture.
Is it chewier than squid or a different type?
I've never had live squid.
Oh, okay.
Actually, have I?
I don't know. I wouldn't know how to answer that.
I think it's chewier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's not like steamed. I think.
If you come to Korea and you have time to not just visit the two main cities like Busan and Seoul, some of the smaller cities have their charm.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. And Mokpo is definitely more like run down than the cities I'm used to going to, but it had more character.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't have the new high-rise apartment buildings, but it looked like you were kind of going back into time.
It definitely did. Like I felt like I was transported back to the 80s.
Yeah.
Which I think they're trying to like push for because they filmed a movie there. And so they're like really trying to like capitalize on that like throwback
They
thing.
want people to actually come back and not be disappointed by all the modernization.
Yeah.
That movie was a pretty cool movie.
1987. Yeah.
Not cool in the sense of actually what happened, but it really was a very patriotic film.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Check it out.
Through our docket here, let's talk about some of the things that we experienced at
Stood out to us.
Mokpo. Yeah. And maybe if you're interested, you can take a look yourself. So the first thing that really kind of stuck out for us was what?
The cats.
Seriously.
The cats.
Cats. So in Seoul, people have really, over the last 7 years that I've been here, really adopted the whole concept of just having dogs. So a lot of small white dogs everywhere in Seoul. Everyone loves walking their dogs. And cats in Seoul are basically just feral cats. They're just, a lot of them look really mangy, unhealthy, but they do keep the rat population down. But when we got to Mokpo, it was pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah. There were some cats on leashes, like in front of like convenience stores. Some cats were like loose, but there were pictures of the cats on like a brochure kind of thing next to a store. So they were like adopted by the neighborhood. Yeah.
And they were healthy. They weren't mangy.
That stood out to Ado. He kept noticing that. He's like, they're so well groomed.
Yeah. And I felt bad because like Hannah and the other friend of ours who came love cats. And they wanted to pet them. I'm like, you guys can't pet them because you're going to get the dander on there and then I'm going to start sneezing and my eyes will swell.
He's allergic.
So I felt really bad that they weren't able to be affectionate to the cats because a few of the cats were really wanting attention from us.
Yeah, they were like bowing their heads, purring.
Yeah, and I felt bad that I told them that you can't touch them.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. But I've been noticing like a lot of stationery stores have like cat, what is it? Pins, cat stickers, cat like everything. So I guess Koreans like cats.
At Mokpo they must like cats.
No, but like all over the country. I've
really?
seen a lot of cat stationery. But in Seoul, you'll rarely see cats, like pet cats.
And definitely not on a leash.
Yeah, definitely not on a leash.
Most of the cats you see walking around Seoul are the feral ones.
Yeah. In Korea, okay, so it's something unique about Korea. People have strollers for their dogs.
Oh.
So you like lean down thinking it's a baby and you're like, what what a cute oh.
And these days, you're surprised when you actually see a baby in a
I know,
stroller.
I know.
Because the majority of strollers are dogs.
Or dogs.
And I'm a huge dog lover, so.
I love them too, but I was just like taken aback. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought dogs liked walking, but they're in
They're
strollers.
they are created to be pack animals. They love to walk behind their pack leader.
Mm-hmm.
The Koreans don't seem to understand that
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, cats are. If I were not so allergic to cats, I would consider getting a cat that was like a dog. And there are some breeds of cats that are like dogs.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I was pretty scared of cats most of my life, though.
You did share this.
Yeah, but cats, it's a thing.
Yeah.
In Mokpo.
So what else stood out to you, Adam, other than cats?
Oh, yeah. So just last night before we went back up to Seoul today, I was like, okay, I didn't have enough protein source. I don't have my eggs that I make all the time. I'm like, I told my wife, like, what am I going to do? Like, I need some protein. So she just went on one of the delivery apps, found fried tofu. What else?
Fried fish.
And
egg rolls. 계란말이.
Oh, yeah. It was like 3,000 won per. It was so cheap.
Yeah, it was really cheap.
Yeah. So the food and the food quality compared to Seoul, because I guess Seoul is basically like for a lot of Koreans who live outside of Seoul, Seoul is the New York of Korea.
Mm-hmm.
You get used to the prices in Seoul, but when you go out to a smaller city, it's a lot cheaper.
And like, this is like fresh seafood, fresh beef. Mokpo is also known for beef.
You guys, what did you guys eat last night?
We ate, what do you call it? Tartar?
Raw beef, basically.
Is it tartar? Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Tartar.
Tartar.
We had beef, Korean style beef tartar.
Yeah.
And it was so fresh. Their sesame oil is so fragrant. It's
We'll
like
show
different
pictures
from
of it.
Seoul. And another thing I noticed is they have so many more side dishes, banchans. So in Korea, I think most stores give like maybe 2. Like they give you pickled radish and then
Seoul.
kimchi. Yeah. And then if you go to like a Korean food, 한식집, they'll give you like maybe 5. But here, most places gave you like 6, 7.
Yeah.
Sometimes that one place we went to like had 10, right?
Yeah.
There's so many banchans.
Yeah, they brought out, there was like 6, and then we thought that was it. And then they brought out like 5 more.
Yeah.
Like within like the next few minutes. I was like, whoa.
And it tasted great. So Jeollado, the province, is known for good food in Korea. Like if you're from Jeollado, like if your mom's from Jeollado, you're like, oh, your mom's probably a good cook. So they have that stereotype. And I totally believe it.
Okay.
Mokpo food was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have to say it was pretty good too. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
And
we tried some specialty shops.
Yeah.
Right?
Our last meal was something called 중간, which is like a play on 짜장면.
Oh.
You really liked it.
Hannah had been wanting to go to it. We couldn't find a parking spot today, so we're like, we're just gonna scratch it and just eat along the freeway and just eat at the rest stops.
Stop.
But and I felt bad, but oh well, I'm so sorry. And then as they were getting bread to take with them back up to Seoul, I found a spot. And they're like, oh, it's jjajangmyeon. Like how good is? We just went and ate white jjajangmyeon in Incheon. So like how much better? You know, whatever. So we get there, and I told the other person that came with us, let's just split it because it's just jjajangmyeon or whatever. It was really impressive.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And like it was 7,000 won.
Oh my god.
Which was what did Hyojin say that was in dollars?
That's like probably at least $4 something.
Like $5.
Oh, $5?
Yeah.
Okay.
$5, which is still really affordable. And then it wasn't just the jjajangmyeon. They gave you 짬뽕, like the seafood, the spicy seafood soup. And then they also gave us 탕수육.
Was that service?
Yeah, that was service.
Yeah, so
just came.
So sometimes if a Korean restaurant is feeling generous and they want to kind of win your patronage, they will give you what we call a service, which is an extra added item, whether it's like a drink or another surprise dish, and they're not obligated to. And these days, in Seoul doesn't happen that often.
Not that often.
Sometimes if you order from delivery, they'll give you like a can of Coke that you never asked for.
Mm-hmm.
But or like if you order chicken, they'll give you like some French fries that you never ordered.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen as often.
No. But here they were like for $7,000 for $5 you got a full meal.
Yeah. It was pretty impressive.
A nice full meal. Yeah.
Yeah, food quality was definitely on point.
Yeah. I was so sad to leave the food. The food was so good.
But at least we did a good send off for you.
Yeah.
Before you.
But I also feel like I gained a couple pounds just from this week.
Yeah.
So maybe it's good that I don't live there.
Okay. All right. So what else did we notice about Mokpo?
Mm-hmm. So this was like my stereotype of Mokpo. It's a common phenomenon, but everyone's moving towards Seoul because that's where all the jobs are. That's where like all the newer infrastructure is. And so on the news, they're always talking about how these like coastal cities or these like less populated cities don't have any young people. They're all like 60 plus. But I was pleasantly surprised by how many like people in their 20s actually live and work in Mokpo. So several stores we went into, there were like the cashier was a young 20-year-old.
Servers were serving us, and not just the old people.
Another barbecue place we went to, there were several young people just working there and living there on a weekday. And on a weekday, there was nobody. It was like a ghost town. Yeah. And then today, Saturday, it was like we couldn't find parking. There were so many people getting out of the station. It was chaotic.
Because they say that half the population lives in the Seoul greater metropolitan area in Korea. And I think we're like 53 million.
Yeah.
But it was refreshing to see young people. We even went by a school that was getting out. Remember all
all
those
high school girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was surprised. I was like, oh, there's still families and young people living here. I did also notice there were some Vietnamese immigrants. Oh. So like at the school that we drove past, they had a banner saying like, we welcome students from Vietnam. And then one of the servers at the barbecue place, like she had an accent. So I kind of felt like she was an immigrant. And it may be that city is like has ties to Vietnam or some
or maybe
country.
Because some people did move out of Mokpo and they were needing people to sustain the industry.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. So that was like a pleasant surprise. I was like, oh, I didn't expect to see this in Mokpo.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Of course, Hannah was like, did you notice her accent? And I'm like, no. Okay. What's next on the docket? So I'll mention the topic, but I'll probably have to have Hannah elaborate. But Mokpo is known to have something called Purple Island.
Yeah.
So I was like singing Purple Rain because I'm an old man as we were driving to Purple Island. And it was really cute because one of the caveats to visiting Purple Island, if you don anything purple on your body, or if you bring an item that's purple and you're holding it throughout the island, it's free.
The entrance fee is waived. Yep.
Which when we went on a Thursday. So it was not many people were there, but the people that were there were all like wearing purple. Yeah. Even before we got to the town, the people on the Purple Island got to the center where you could do the touristy thing. They're like old, like Harmony's grandmas sitting around with purple clothes on.
Yeah, it was really cute.
There were purple roads lining up to it. There were purple bridges.
Purple bridges.
They were really going full on purple on the theme.
They're really into lavender. So there were lavender fields.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the genesis of the whole Purple Island was, but it was really cute.
It was really cute.
And they had like these 3 islands that they connected 3 bridges that were all like purple bridges.
Yeah.
And but we also did something on one of the islands that you never got to do before. So do tell.
I was like begging them to let me drive a golf cart because I've never driven a golf cart. And the origins of this is back in college, the people who like you know how you have like a on-campus job? There was an on-campus job where you like beautify the school grounds.
Oh,
So you like clean up or you like plant flowers. Like that was one of the jobs.
sure.
And they always got to drive around campus with those golf carts, and it looks so
And
fun.
you're like, I want that.
I really wanted to
job.
drive it, and so I was like, Adam and Hyojin, can I drive? Can I drive? Can I drive? I pray. I like swear I'm a good driver. And then Adam's like, people who aren't good drivers say stuff like that. But I was an okay driver.
Yeah, you did well. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you have a Korean driver's license because they do require a driver's license.
Yeah, you do have to show it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is kind of strange because if you're an adult and you're driving a golf cart, I don't think in the US they ask for your driver's
Oh,
license.
really?
Not
Also-
that I can think of.
Okay. Also, there was only one way
Oh.
around
oh.
the island, so you can't go anywhere else. So I was kind of like, why do they want a driver's license?
I mean, and I think I was kind of glancing at the speedometer and it was like, I think your top speed was 18 kilometers an hour, which is like the equivalent of like maybe 12 miles per hour.
Let's see,
tops.
18. Let's
I think it's like
calculate it.
11, 10 or 11
18
miles per hour.
kilometers, 2 miles, 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. You're so good at this.
I'm beginning to adopt the metric system, folks. Oh,
yeah.
so I was saying on our trip down there, it's at 88 degrees. I'm like, what is that? Like 31 degrees Celsius? And I was spot on.
You were spot on.
So I'm learning them. It took 7 years.
But can you believe we walked around in 31 degree
Oh,
weather, 88 degree weather?
but I like you.
No, I had to take a nap. I was wiped from the heat.
Yeah. The sun definitely takes it out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since we're just coming out of not being in the sun all year until the summer.
Yeah, it wasn't that
Our
hot,
bodies
and then
weren't used to it.
suddenly it got really hot.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was fun. Purple Island was a fun little like excursion.
Yeah.
It was cool. So, but
Mhm.
you do have to rent a car
To get
to
there.
get there. It's like a good hour drive from
Yeah,
Mokpo.
yeah. Mhm.
So just wanted to throw that caveat. If you want to
mhm.
go to Purple Island, you'll either rent a car or take a bus that doesn't come very often. We kept on seeing bus stops, but maybe they only operate on the weekend or something. Because I don't remember seeing a bus that whole time. We saw
On the
all these,
islands?
yeah,
Yeah.
we saw all these
yeah.
bus stops, but there was no buses
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
So it must
It's
be
really
just a
cute.
weekend thing.
Good
Yeah.
memories. Great
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Very vibrant purple.
And as we talked about this, I will have thrown up pictures the whole time that we talked about it.
Mhm.
Anyway, we also did something that's pretty cool in Korea.
Yeah.
What did we do?
We went on the longest cable car in Korea.
Yeah.
It was
Like-
it was long.
And when we're talking cable cars, we're talking, well, I'll show the picture of it, but for the listeners, it's like the cable cars that can hold like 8 people.
It's
and
pretty
then
big.
and then it'll take you we went over the harbor
Yeah.
to another island, which
Yeah.
was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a couple stops along the way.
Mhm.
You could get out.
So this cable car is the longest and the tallest in all of Korea.
See, it isn't so.
Reaction is so
Guys, come
funny.
into the picture.
And it was pretty. Kiana was really worried because it was a little warm that day. Oh my gosh, how hot is it going to be in there?
Because we're boxed in.
Yeah, you're boxed into this cable car, but fortunately they had like, windows on
Windows.
all sides so that you could get like a breeze. And we're next to the harbor.
Yeah.
So you're getting the kind of the harbor winds.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. And then there were like a couple AC spots. So if you're really hot, you can just like go into the building and like cool down for a little bit.
Yeah.
But they did a great job with the pathway, like the foresty area and like
Yeah,
the
when you get to the
roads.
final destination from the main area, they have this whole what do they call it?
Observatory.
Observatory tower, and each floor on the observatory tower had air conditioning,
yeah.
which is really impressive that
Praise
they did
God.
that.
Praise God.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was really fun. It's a really nice thing. And it was really relaxing in the cable car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun pictures and
They have like music on and
Yeah.
you like sing along to the music.
yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
But however,
Mm-hmm.
my wife and you came a little bit earlier
Mm.
than the other two of us that came. What did you guys notice about Mokpo, even though it's a coastal city?
Yeah. So I was kind of expecting some small beaches
Mm.
along the shore, but I quickly found out because it's a port city, it's just like rocky areas and then suddenly the water.
Mm.
And the water, like, because Adam mentioned because it's a harbor, the waves aren't that strong, and maybe because of that, the water's very murky. Like it's clean, and I saw like fish in it too, but it wasn't like emerald where you can like see below and it's crystal clear. So it's not a very like lounge on the beach and get a tan kind of area.
Well, speaking of animals or God's creation that we didn't notice often.
What?
So when we went on the cable cars and we went to Purple Island, we noticed a very oddity.
What?
No birds.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We noticed that. We're like, where are the seagulls? Where are the pigeons?
Where are any birds?
Yeah. They're like no birds.
So on Purple Island, which is an hour away from Mokpo, there were no birds. We went to the harbor next to Mokpo, and we ended up seeing one bird flying when we were up in the
Cable car. Yeah. Which is odd.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
Every coastal town I've ever been to, even inland,
Yeah.
like an hour inland, when I'm in LA, if you're in LA and you're an hour away from the ocean, sometimes seagulls are around an hour into the inland. There were no seagulls, there were no birds.
Yeah.
It was really confusing.
And also because Koreans actually like feeding seagulls. They feed it like crackers, like 새우깡. So I think it knows that if you live near people, it'll feed you. So that's why I was surprised that like there aren't any birds in that area.
I
don't know what happened.
It's seasonal. I don't think
Are they seasonal?
seagulls
No,
are
right?
seasonal. Anyway, it was a really big oddity. Maybe if you guys know anything about what happened, what's going on, you could let us know. But I mean, I think I did see birds, but they were tiny birds and there were not seagulls. But I saw them more inland, I think. But yeah, it was really weird. It was really strange.
No, very strange.
I don't know what was going on with that.
Oh, good memory. I totally forgot about that.
So another thing we noticed, if you do travel down to Mokpo, unfortunately, inflation is affecting the public transportation. Fortunately, it's not as bad of inflation as it is in the States, but we have been hit with inflation in Korea. So, for example, our public transportation prices have gone up. For example, the subway was 1,250 won. Now it's up to 1,400 won, and soon it'll be up to 1,500 won. And buses have gone up to where in Seoul, if you take a Seoul bus somewhere, unless it's really far, it's 1,500 won.
Yeah.
But what did we notice in Mokpo when we took a bus?
So instead of being cheaper, it was 100 more.
Yeah, 100 won, which is honestly like 7 cents more.
But still.
But yeah, we were like, what?
Yeah.
And so we happened to have 4 of us, and we were just taking short trips back and forth within the city of Mokpo. And we realized, wait a minute, the 4 of us paying 1,600 won each is 6,400 won. Right?
My brain's fried. I can't do math.
1,600 won times 4,
6,400.
Oh my gosh. Look at me.
You're so good.
Anyway, wow.
But the taxi was 5,100. So we switched to taxis.
So the taxis were actually cheaper.
Yeah.
But that's all if you at least have 4. Because you can't really fit 5 in a taxi.
Yeah.
And 3 wouldn't make up for the difference.
Yeah.
But if you happen to have 4 people in Mokpo and you're only going within the city, don't take the bus.
Take a taxi.
Take a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot faster and cheaper.
Indeed.
Who would have thunk? What else did you want to talk about?
So this is like an ongoing conversation between me and Adam, but the concept of chong, like how do you describe chong?
Explain it to our listeners.
Chong
we'll define it on the video part of our
Americans.
podcast.
Okay, according to Google, chong is a complex Korean concept that doesn't have a direct English translation, but refers to a deep emotional bond, attachment, or feeling affection that develops between people through shared experiences and time. So back in the day when I was here for high school, I did feel like there was chong, and now I'm like, oh, Koreans are so individual. Like Seoul people are so individualistic. They don't really care what happens to you. You can fall on the ground and nobody really cares.
Okay, hey, I gotta throw in a little caveat. That is, she's hyperbolizing.
No, I've seen it.
What?
Someone fell and they just like ignored her. But it's because there's a precedent where someone did CPR and then the person who received CPR sued them for breaking their rib.
In Korea.
Yeah. So after that, people are like, I don't even want to like get into this. Just leave them.
Okay. Okay. So let me throw another caveat to this.
Mm.
There was a little investigation where they did an experiment in Japan, and they did the same experiment in Korea,
Okay.
where they I know we're going off topic, but I want to defend Koreans for just a moment here. So they had someone pretend that they were like, they fell and they were hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And in Japan, the people would walk by often, more times than not, no one would stop by the person that fell in Japan in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
They took that same video team, they went to Korea,
Mm-hmm.
and almost by literally a landslide, Koreans would stop and check on that person and help.
That's very interesting.
Well, I'm sure Hannah's stories do happen.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta defend our people now.
I'm not saying it's totally gone. I'm just saying it's not as strong as it used to be. Like people don't have each other's back. Like back in the day, you could ask your neighbors to watch your kids. Now neighbors don't even know who lives next door to them. Most people in Seoul. I'm just saying, generalizing. So
Okay.
they've become more westernized in that way.
Oh yeah.
And so that's why we keep going back and forth about like, I'm like, there's no Chong. And then Adam's like, no, there's Chong, like in snippets. But in Mokpo, both of us turned to each other and we're like, this is Chong.
Yeah. So let's share some examples.
Yeah. So like we went to a sort of a glamping camping site where we got to rent a tent for just like 2 hours.
We'll show some footage.
And grill our own food and have a barbecue. And the ajashi in charge of that barbecue was so sweet.
And
like,
his wife too.
yeah, they were so sweet.
Oh.
They would like help us like get all the ingredients ready. He came to check on us multiple times. Then he came back with free
Service.
stuff. Sobisu.
Oh.
So like potatoes
Yeah,
to
4
put into
potatoes to
the
put in the
coal.
grill.
He gave us 쫀득이, which is like this
a
like junk
snack
food snack kind of thing that's I guess popular in Mokpo.
that
We saw
you
a lot
grill?
of stores.
Yeah, a snack that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
grill.
We grilled, and then he also gave us like an extra packet of mushrooms and onions.
And onions.
And he was just like so nice and just like inquiring after us. And when we
Yeah.
were cleaning up, he's like, oh, there's like a little door on the side. You can go out and you can see the sunset.
Yeah.
So we got to like get a really exclusive look at the sunset. It was so nice. He was so friendly.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't really, I mean, I'm going to speak on Soul Lights because that's the only what I really experienced, but
Yeah.
you don't see that attention to
Yeah.
really making that effort.
Yeah.
Not that people are mean.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even curt. They're just not that expressive.
Invested.
Yeah. They're not that invested and expressive of
Yeah.
trying to win your business or
Mhm.
trying to like
Mhm.
impress you. So that was really,
Mhm.
really touching. It really
Yeah.
was nice to see.
Was there anyone else that stood out to you?
So we went to this traditional, was it a banchan restaurant? With,
It's called 한식.
okay.
한식집. Mhm.
So they do provide a fish.
Mhm.
So
Grilled
you
fish.
get a protein. And I think they give you a bigger fish
Mhm.
or a smaller fish, depending on how big your party is.
Yeah.
Because I looked over to the couple that were sitting next to us, and their fish was smaller.
Oh,
And I'm like,
you
oh,
did?
because I was expecting individual fish for each of us.
Oh, that's true. I was thinking that too.
But then they gave a big fish, and I was wondering, like, oh, are they like ripping us off? And then I looked over, and I'm like, oh, okay, they have different sizes for different groups.
Yeah.
So so we're sitting there, and what's not normal is when you're eating your panchan and it's starting to get down to almost nothing. It is a typical thing in Korea to ask for your side dishes. If you start dwindling it down, you can call them over and ask, oh, can we have more panchan? But
Oh, or it's like self. There's like a self
self-serve.
station.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, correct. However,
Mhm.
the owners or whoever were waiting on us, they were very proactive and they came over and like, oh, what can we fill up for you? They wanted to, and we're like, whoa, this
I
doesn't happen in
know.
Seoul.
They were so nice. They checked in on us like 3 times.
Yeah.
And before we were even done with our side dishes, they started being like, let me refill this for you.
Yeah, it was so not normal. And I'm like, wow, this is what you get in the smaller towns.
Yeah.
They're just, I guess it's equivalent to small towns in the States versus big
They're
towns.
nice. They're kinder.
They're just more down to earth.
Mhm.
They appreciate you.
Yeah.
It was refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely felt like that chong.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you pronounce that
Chong,
word?
yeah.
Chong, yeah.
Oh, I had that moment with that lady at the barbecue. So
Oh yes, this was funny.
yeah.
Do tell.
So the 3, Hyojin, me, and our friend,
Mm.
we wanted to kind of try each other's foods. And so we all ordered different dishes. And then I was like, oh, ma'am, can you give me like 4 empty bowls?
Mm.
And then she turns to me and she's like, I don't want to. Like,
Oh.
싫은데? I was like so shocked. Like,
But she said it really like endearing and cutesy.
in a cute
right?
way, like 애교. She was an older lady, but she she wanted to banter with me basically.
Mm.
But I'm so not used to that because in Seoul they don't even look at you.
Yeah, they're just like, okay.
Yeah,
No,
and
it's
like usually you interact the most with the kiosk. You don't interact
just-
with
Oh,
actual
true, like
workers.
self-serve kiosk.
Yeah, or you like
Mm.
go and like refill it on your own, and then. I guess she was also taken aback that I couldn't take her banter. Because I was like, oh, and she was like, I'm just kidding. And then she came back with the dishes.
Well, I heard this whole encounter because I figured that's what Hannah was asking, you know, and then she was like, the lady was all like smiling and
Yeah.
cutesy. So I didn't know that she was joking that she wasn't going to. So I'm like, oh, that's so cute. She's like so happily saying, yes, I'll do
Yeah.
it. But then they told me what they actually said. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And I wish I could go back and banter with her. Like, I could totally do that. I just was not
You
expecting
were so taken
it.
aback by it. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Mm.
That
Yeah,
was fun.
Any other examples? Well, we went to a coffee shop like this. I'm more of a tea shop,
Yeah.
Right?
Tea shop. Yeah.
and the lady was really nice. She showed us some of the pictures they had before and after of Mokpo, and then she gave us like a little service snack to go along with
Our drinks.
the
that we
drinks, and she
got.
actually brought it to us instead of
Yeah.
us just picking it up and bringing it over ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything was handmade.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the yuja cha, which
Mm.
usually is just like it's like a whole jar of jam.
Mm.
And then they just like get a spoonful and mix it with hot water. But she told me she hand makes all the yuja and she hand
Oh.
makes the 식혜 that our friend orders, 수정과 that I ordered. So everything's made from scratch. And so, and it definitely tasted fresher. Your
Mm.
coffee was like,
It's drip
hand drip.
coffee,
Yeah, yeah.
hand drip coffee, which is, I know in the States we think of like Folgers hand drip, but in Korea, if it's hand dripped, it's usually the fancier way of
yeah,
hand dripping.
yeah.
I'm not much of a coffee person, but
But it
I
was
know.
still nice.
yeah, for sure.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Everyone was so kind,
Oh,
except for our taxi driver
oh,
on the last day.
yeah. This morning, so the taxi was definitely big enough. His
Mhm.
trunk was big enough to fit 2 of our bags, and then we had 2 small roller bags that I could easily hold.
Suitcases.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the taxi cab driver was just like flummoxed.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, and he was like, what? I can't do this. Nothing's gonna fit.
He was so annoyed.
And I was like, what do you mean nothing's gonna fit? And he like tried to put it in. He's like, oh, see, it doesn't fit. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And he was just really, really exasperated. He was upset. And then when we got out, he was like taking a towel and wiping everything down as if like, I don't know what he was doing, but
I know. He
yeah, that
left a sour taste in our mouth.
he was a bad example for the small towns.
Yeah. But other than that,
Yeah.
everyone was lovely. They were so nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is Chong.
Yeah.
I've missed it.
And it's been a hot minute for my wife and I to go outside of Seoul to any small town. I think it's been at least minimum 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just saying, even going on this vacation, I hadn't been down south in a long time.
Yeah.
The last time I was down south was when we went to Pohang, which was like 3 years ago. And you kept on calling Pohang Mokpo.
I know. I kept getting confused.
So I even said Pohang at some point. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm a bad influence. It's Mokpo.
Yeah. But it was so nice because it just, I think they just have an appreciation that people are just coming to support their industry. They're like, oh my gosh, like they like the novelties of what we offer in our town. And they're just so appreciative of it.
Yeah.
And what makes us feel
definitely.
good too, because we love going to visit the different areas of Korea, and Lord willing, they'll be around for many decades to come.
Yeah.
But it's good for the Seoulites like ourselves because we're both city people.
I was gonna ask you, could you live in Mokpo?
No.
But it has Chong. You love Chong.
Yeah, but it's not enough people. I like being around people.
That's true.
And it's just not enough people.
That's true.
It feels small.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Mokpo is, I don't know. Let's check the population of Mokpo.
What's the
Can
population
you
of Mokpo?
ask? Yeah, I would guesstimate that Mokpo is probably around 50,000.
50,000?
Look it up on Naver.
1,000, 10,000, 100,000, 220,000. Is
Oh my goodness.
that more or less than what you said?
Did you say 220,000
Yeah.
people?
Less?
This is really cute. So I said 50,000. So
Oh, wait, 50,000.
50,000.
Well, this is 4 times bigger
Yeah,
than.
I know.
Oh, so you thought it was really tiny.
Yeah.
I see.
Because I think the reason why I thought they were tiny, they don't have any huge new apartment rise
That's
buildings.
true. That's true.
And what's funny is a town in the States with 220,000 people is considered pretty large.
Big.
But in Korea,
It's not.
a coastal city, we call it a small, cute little city, but it's actually population wise much larger, which is really funny.
But we only hung out in the coast of Mokpo. There's more inland.
Sure.
So maybe that's where all the people
That's why
are.
maybe I was thinking I was being generous with 50,000.
Oh.
But it's cute that we in Seoul, which has Seoul within the city limits 10 million, greater metropolitan probably 15 to 20 million. So when we think of these, we call them small cities, but in the States, it's a pretty
it would still be
pretty
a
large city.
a big city. I
But
see.
they're older cities, so they
Yeah.
seem small
Yeah.
because they don't have a lot of the infrastructure that's new.
True. That's true.
But it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was good for the soul to travel. We got to
Oh, yeah.
spend some precious time with Hannah because when you see this video, she's going to be a semi veteran of India after at least a month and a half too.
I'm
not sure when this video is
I'll be a
coming out,
beginner. Still a
But,
beginner.
Yeah, but it'll all be quite adventurous for her.
It will be such a fun memory to like listen to this when it comes out
Yeah.
because my context will be so different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of us because we're pretty tired, but we knocked it
We
out.
made
We knocked it
it.
out. Yeah, it was fun.
But it was a great trip. And
Yeah.
we like really wanted to encourage people to visit places other than just Seoul.
Sure.
Seoul, Jeju-do, and Busan. I feel like that's the only places people go.
Yeah.
But there's more. There's
Yeah.
more to Korea than those 3 places.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely more to Korea. And if you're a foodie, definitely go to these smaller
Yes.
places.
Yep.
Because you're gonna get foods that are gonna be so much better. And I don't even think like the jjajangmyeon. I don't even know if that style is even offered in Seoul.
No, that's unique to that town.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So some places you're just not gonna get that
Yeah,
dish even
That's
offered.
true. Yeah.
So if you're a foodie, it's definitely worth traveling.
And maybe it's because we were there during the week, but we weren't waiting that long to get into restaurants.
Yeah.
Well, granted, one of the places Hyojin had to do a reservation, but other than that, like they're just like these really quiet places that have really amazing food.
But you could also tell that locals liked it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
none of them were just
Touristy.
completely empty or touristy. You could tell that these places, like even the first Sundabu place that we went to together
Yep.
as a group, I was like, oh, this kind of looks like a hole in the wall. But then,
It was like very
Really
local based.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it only took, I think, 2 hours on the KTX. We ended up driving home, and that was like 4.5 hours. But
Wasn't it 3 hours on the KTX? Well, still, that's
Oh, I don't
nothing.
know.
That's nothing.
yeah, but It's a fun trip. You can drive, you can take the limousine buses, you can take the KTX.
Yeah. Very convenient.
But yeah, definitely go down there. And if you've experienced it, let us know what your thoughts are.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, this was a really fun episode. It felt really quick and fun, and hopefully you guys all enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you so much, y'all. We will see you next week. Peace.
Peace. Do I have to say it like you? Peace.
Let me just look at the rundown.
Mm.
What does CATS mean?
Cats. You're really tired.
I thought it was an acronym because you capitalized the whole thing.
It's like cats.
Oh, gosh.
Young people.
That's hilarious. I'm like, what acronym is CATS?
Wait, can we keep that in the bloopers?
I should put that on the blooper. Okay, let's do it. Okay.